Okay, hello, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. We're just getting started. You have not missed much. I see the questions already coming in. Just give me a second to settle in. Give us a moment. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Man, it feels like it's been so long since I've seen all y'all. So much has happened in the last month, really. Right? It's really only been a month. Hello. If you're calling right now, please stop. All right. Welcome. Hello. We are here. We are back. We are back on land. Welcome, y'all. This festival is C34 is concluded. And we're on our way to Festival C35. So we're just taking a moment today to come and talk to everybody and get all the questions you might have about the tomorrow and what you might need to know, and make sure you got everything ready and squared away so you can get going. For those of you who do not know me, hello, my name is Martin Yarbrough. I work here at Blue World Travel. You've also seen me on Festival at Sea if you've gone before. If you haven't gone before, I hope to see you in the future, and we'll answer some questions on how to make that happen for you, hopefully, right? So yeah. Thank you everybody for coming in and checking in. It feels a little dark right here. I'm trying to make it a little brighter, but it's okay. Hello. I got my Festival at Sea University merchandise. Are anybody from the Festival at Sea University in chat? Festival at Sea 34 Cruisers. Are you in chat right now? Say hello. Hello if you went to Festival at Sea 34. If you were here last month. Hello. I see the questions. She said, "Get straight to the questions. We're gonna settle in. Just gonna settle in for a second. We're gonna get to all the questions. Trust. Just give it some time. We want to make sure everybody's here, so we don't want to let anybody miss anything, right? Absolutely. Hey Kim. Hello Beans. Hello Tita Mills. Pink and Green. Miss Pink and Green. I've been on the phone with you. Hello. Yes. Oh yeah. Please. We get so comfortable sometimes I forget to say. If you see Marty San Diego in the chat, that's who you want to kind of filter your questions through so she can remember. Because I see the chat moving, but sometimes I'm missing the questions. But Marty San Diego, Martinique Lewis, the amazing, the incomparable. She's awesome. If you met her on board, she's a great person to have on the team here at Festival C. She's been here the last 2 years, and she's in the chat. So if you have any questions and it gets missed, go right ahead. I know. It's really dark. I don't know. It's usually not this dark. Okay, there we go. If I lift up the hat a little bit, that'll lighten it up some. There we go. Thank you. All right. Hello. Festival is 3:34. Let's get straight to it a little bit. We got like 5 minutes here that we've been waiting out. So the first thing I want to say is hello to everybody that is here, and hello to everybody that was here with us last month on board Festival at C34. Look at all these beautiful people. Man, the orange, the yellow. Shout out if you see your group t-shirt, put your group t-shirt color in the chat. Go ahead and let us know what group that was. I see the orange, you see us, the Festival at Sea staff there. You see the yellow, the green. I see a black shirt. I see red. I see white. There's another pool. And there's two pools right there too. There's a yellow. I see a lot of yellows. I see some purple. I see turquoise. But that is the main pool. This is the main pool on the deck where we have a lot of our we have the step show. We have the deck parties. Stop. We have the deck parties. Everything, a lot of that will happen here. Shout out to that. And then shout out to everybody, even if you weren't in a group and you are in a group, Shout out to everybody that came from all over the country. Some people came from around the world. I know we had the UK. I know we had Canada. Who else was in? Who else was on the cruise? What states was represented? What cities were represented? You know us right here. We are coming from San Francisco Bay Area, California. That's why we operate on Pacific time. Whenever you see us mention that, that's us right there. Okay, you see some of the group leaders in the chat. Group leaders have been doing this and helping put it together for years. Want to talk to you guys about questions about the group leaders. Absolutely. And as I mentioned again, please continue to filter your questions through Martinique Lewis or Marty San Diego on IG. She's helping you guys to make sure she's helping me to make sure you guys get all the questions answered that you have for me today. All right. So thank you again one more time to everybody. What an amazing year Festival C34 was. I see Oakland in the building, Detroit, Dallas, Georgia, Columbus, Sacramento, New York, New Jersey, St. Louis, Chicago again, of course, Flossmoor to be exact, Oregon, St. Louis, Grand Prairie, Texas. Everybody, all right? I'll see you later. Absolutely. But fantastic. I'm glad so many people had a great time. So many first timers. I mean, awesome. Such a great turnout. We're really grateful for everybody that's been supporting. 34 years. And we're going for another one, right? Can we do 35? What's up? Can we get number 35 going? 7 nights this time. So some of y'all don't know if this is like really kind of new or fresh to you and you've only heard about us for the last 4 years, I think it is, that we've been doing. We've been doing these 8-night cruises, right? So the 8-night sailings that we have been doing was something a little bit more related to the cruise company that we were chartering with. That's Celebrity Cruise Lines. Shout out to Celebrity Cruise Lines. We love y'all. We've done 2 ships between Celebrity so far, the Celebrity Equinox and the Reflection. And basically, at the time that we started kind of working with them, they had these 8-night contracts and they were doing these 8-night itineraries. So we said, that sounds cool. We'll try that out. So we've been doing the 8 nights for a while. And now they've kind of switched back to doing 7 nights, which is kind of a standard for most cruises to do a 7-night cruise, 3 nights, 4 nights, 3 nights, and then a 7 makes it like a whole kind of easier trip and itinerary for them to plan out. So they're going back to the 7 nights. So we're going to make that shift as well. Back to where the foundation actually was. Festival C was always a 7-night cruise and has always been like that. So we're back at it. 7-night cruise, July 23rd, July 30th, 2027. And we open for booking tomorrow morning if you're on the West Coast. I think also if you're Mountain Time, that's morning too. Shout out to some Mountain Times in there. 10 a.m. Pacific time. Don't call us at 9:58. Like, why aren't y'all open yet? Because it's not 10 a.m. yet. Okay? 10 a.m. Pacific time. 10 a.m. Pacific time. You know, that's 1 a.m. Let me put the ticker right here. Let me put the ticker. I got some captions. Let me use my technology. There we go. Bookings, you see it? See it down there? We tech savvy over here now. Bookings open 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. All right. So check back on the page, and I'll show you what page we're talking about. 10 a.m. Pacific. Okay. And that's how you can go ahead and make your reservation that way. So you can see the itinerary is all on there too. This is a little big, so I'm just kind of giving you some background. You can always check this out at festivalatc.com to see all this information that I have here. A lot of this is just pulled from the website. The itinerary is right there. Sailing out of Fort Lauderdale. We're going to be visiting Nassau, the Bahamas. We're going to St. Thomas, San Juan, Puerto Rico, Grand Turks and Caicos. And we're going to have an amazing time as we do every year. It's going to be a blast. Make sure you just digest the information. There's a lot of information on that website. Just take your time with it. And then obviously we'll get to the booking page so you know exactly where you need to go when you're making your reservations tomorrow, okay? So 10 a.m. Pacific. Everybody got that? Does everybody understand? Can I get 10 a.m. Pacific? We got 12 noon Central. We got 1 p.m. Eastern. All right. So we're learning about our time zones today. We love that. 10 a.m. Pacific time. We just say Pacific because we're on the West Coast. Makes it easier, right? As you can see, the sun's still very up right now. So we're doing it out here, okay? All right. Any questions around that idea right there? 10 a.m. Pacific tomorrow. Now, I know there were questions about the group leaders. I don't want to get too sidetracked, but essentially, there is no early opening or anything like that right now. I can talk more about it later, but for the group leaders that had that question, it's just going to be 10 a.m. Pacific for everything, okay? You can take a look at the website now, and the booking page is there. All right, so the booking page, if you go to festivalatc.com, you do the drop down tab on the Festival at Sea section, and it's right now listed as 2027 price list. Okay, so on the 2027 price list, I know, right? They keep calling, turn the phone up. 2027 price list, okay, and that's where you'll see all those details. Okay, you can see the cabin details here. You can see what's still available. All right. Now, I know the quick question that some of y'all are probably going to have, and you might have looked on Friday, you might look Saturday and Sunday, and you look now, you see the suite categories are sold out. Yes, I know. All right. So the reason that it might not have shown that initially is we were still just filtering in through the 34, through all the people from Festival C34 that requested. So pretty much a lot of the suite categories already re-requested, and then those of them who maybe did not, those who were in lower tier categories like the aquas or the concierge, we were able to get them upgraded into the suites. So suite categories as of right now are sold out. Okay. What that means is we'll come back around once we finish this reservations. Right. Once we finish these reservations, what we'll do is we'll come back and we'll come back around to getting a suite wait list together for those of you who want to really do the suite category. Okay. So that's the reason that it's showing now sold out for the suite categories. So take a look at these other cabins, these other categories that are available. If you go to the website now, you can also do a 360 walkthrough for some of these categories where you see the blue link. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, if you're curious what each category comes with, right? We have that information up there too. So if you take a look over at the what's included section, that's going to be over here at the festival, same drop down tab, the Festival C cabin details, what's included. You'll be able to see all this information. This is just the holding page that I have up right now. But you'll be able to see what comes with your cabin, what comes with your reservation. If you're on Instagram, you might not see it as clean right now. It's on YouTube and Facebook. It's a little bit wider. You can always rewatch this too as well, okay? So remember, you can rewatch this on YouTube. You can rewatch it on Facebook. It'll be back up there for everybody. Okay, so the what's included cabin description will show you what comes with the inside cabin, which means you're getting everybody that joins the cruise. You're getting access to all the itinerary things, Festival C activities, the events. If you heard about like the gospel brunch, if you've seen the step show, if you've seen the concerts, you have access to those. Okay, that comes with your reservation. All right, so that'll all be there. All right, so I just want to make sure. I know we got questions that we're going to get to. All right, and then we're going to come to the ones I know the main points we want to touch on now that are just general questions. All right. Okay, so what's included? Main restaurant dining, the Ocean View Cafe, late night buffet, juice, coffee stations, the tea stations. Shout out to the tea stations. I'm actually drinking my Malima tea right now. This is not Brandon. This was my homie, and I had to shout him out. You always have the tea stations available. Okay, late night buffet and pizza stations that are open until about 2:30. So all of that is concluded, even with your insides, even with your ocean view reservations, even with your veranda reservations, those are all included. And then just also so you're aware, what that means is some of you don't know what the word veranda or what veranda means. That means it's a balcony cabin, essentially. Okay. So all of the categories outside of an inside or an ocean view category, all of them. Let me get my video back up. Hold up. Yeah. All of them are. Oh, there we go. I see what's going on. All of them are balcony cabins. Outside of the ocean views or the insides, those are all balcony cabins, right? So if you're like wondering, okay, I don't know what this is, just check them out. And also, like I said, you can click some of them and be able to see the 360 walkthroughs. Okay. Okay. This is a very. Did you see that? You see that question about determine who I will share a room with? Yeah. Hold on to that. That's very good question. We'll come back to that for sure. Okay. All right. So that's the last thing I want to note about the walkthrough. Let me maximize. Get rid of this. And let's go to boom boom. There we go. All right, cool. So yeah, so like I was mentioning, you can check out some of these categories, be able to check and see what comes included, what comes in your reservation. Visit the website, take a walk through that festival at C tab, and you'll be able to see everything. Okay. All right. So now what I want to do real quick, and then just a couple other points, and I'll be able to get through the rest of everything. I just want to make a reservation with you guys live here and show you what it looks like when you go to make a reservation on online. So if you're looking at this screen right now, what you can see is this section where it says status, where it says that it's sold out or on sale August 25th. What that will look like tomorrow is it's going to change to, I believe it's going to say available or reserve, and it's going to show that the link is live. Basically, it won't want it either say sold out or it will say something to the like of make a reservation or that it's open for booking, something like that, right? And you'll be able to click on that link there to be able to go to the reservation page. So once you do that, this is what that reservation page should look like. And I got this up. Cool. Perfect. Make this larger and make this larger here. Pardon me. Maximize that. All right. So you can kind of see it. It's a little bit cropped on Instagram, but you should definitely be able to see it on the wide angle on YouTube. If you want to rewatch this, go ahead and check that out on YouTube again if you don't want to leave the chat right now, and that's fine. Okay. So this will be able to be put back up. Okay, so once you click that link on that booking page, it'll take you to this page. This is what kind of, for the most part, every single reservation will look like. It'll just say the category where you see it says category right now. It says category T1. This is just a test that operations built for me to run through. And then this will allow you to kind of look through. So make sure, and this is one thing I want to really emphasize with you guys, everybody, make sure take your time. I understand that you want to try to hurry up and you're trying to make sure you don't get sold out, but the more errors and things like that you make, the more difficulty it becomes afterwards. All right. So take your time and make sure you get the reservation correct, because you don't want to have to keep making some adjustments. You end up with maybe not being contacted properly, all those things. Okay. So just making sure everything can still be seen. All right, cool. So this right here will be the like a reservation phase. This is just a one page here. So if you have a roommate, this is a good question and very key that you might have. If you have a roommate, only one of you needs to do the reservation. Okay. So don't have both of you make the reservation unless you're gonna end up with two cabins. Okay. So one of you will make that reservation, one of that form. Cabin mates will book on the same form. Okay. All right. Now, when you're filling out your reservations here, these are these important notes, right? Rewatch this video, look over it some more times so that when you make your reservation, you're already ready. All right. Please do not include any punctuation. It just makes it a little more difficult for our reservation system to take that information or to find your reservation. All right. Credit cards and everything is going to be put on the same form. If you're paying with different cards, there will be an option for you to be able to make that reservation separately. Okay. Now the price is going to be essentially the only options now are the 300 per person or the 400 per person for the aqua categories. All right. So what that means is that 300 is going to be for one person, and then the other person will have the other 300. If you're doing a cabin by yourself and you're going single, that makes the reservation 600. Okay. And I saw a question that was asking, like, what happens with my roommate and getting matched? We're not matching people. We do not match you. So if you go in and make a reservation and you make a reservation with just one person, you're going to be putting in a $600 deposit and you're essentially getting the cabin to yourself. Okay. So just be aware of that when you're going in and thinking about making a reservation. If you don't have a roommate yet, you have some time right now to find someone that might want to go with you. Okay. Okay. Now, things to just keep in mind, having a passport is the easiest way to travel with us. But if you do not, a birth certificate and a valid government ID, photo ID will be sufficient. Okay. So just to be aware, keep funneling your questions over to Marty for now, because right now I'm on the reservation page and I'm just doing this with you guys so you can see. All right. So category here, this is just a test category. You'll be selecting the quantity. It's just one because you're getting one cabin, right? You do one cabin at a time. And then that'll kind of let you get started with the rest of the reservation. So we'll say next. So here's your idea. Again, see if you're doing single occupancy, right? You would do one, okay? If you're doing multiple, then you'll do two, and then you'll get a lot more questions, okay? So if it's two people, make sure you select two, right? If you're single occupancy, that's one. It's a lot easier. Let's not worry about that for now. So we'll do two. Put both passengers on the same invoice. What does that mean? What that means is, if you can kind of see here below, if you would like separate invoices, meaning you're making separate payments, I'm going to pay for my half, my friend is going to pay for their other half. That's what having a separate invoice is. So you would say yes to that. If you're, maybe husband and wife, or you're just your friend and you want to take care of the other person, it's a great gift or something like that. Awesome. You're an amazing friend. And what you want to do then is select no. And that means all the information, all of the booking information, the payment receipts, the newsletters that we send down the line, all of that stuff is going to come to one person. All right. So if you would like separate invoices and you want each person to pay on their own time and with their own cards, this is where you would select yes. And that's how we're going to be able to put two cards. Now, you still could do, at the same time, you still could do separate invoices, meaning you both will get information separately and do one card if you wanted to, for whatever you could. Right now, I'm going to say no because I'm going to have two credit cards using. Actually, I'm gonna just do one, but never mind. We'll do one. We'll do one credit card for now. Sorry. So one credit card for now. Excuse me. No for one credit card, so that way I can make two credit card payments. Okay. And then group number. Okay. A lot of you have brought this question about, where do I put my group number? I forgot to put my group number. What is a group number? How do I get a group number, right? Which I'll mention a little bit more later. But as you heard me shout out some people in the chat earlier, these people have been helping passengers make a reservation or have been helping promote Festival at Sea to different people wherever they may be and telling them about us. And then in doing so, they're acknowledging these people with their group number, letting them know their group number when they make their reservation. So that person is the group leader, and the designated group leader is typically involved with just making sure that you as a passenger are very up to date on any information. You saw the photo we had earlier, and that was basically showing off some of the group leaders and things like that, that were taking photos on the deck. Okay, so that's what the group leader does. A lot of times, also, what the group leader is also involved with is helping us organize the dining to make sure you're sitting where you want to sit, and yeah, sitting where you want to sit with the right people, the right crowd, and people that you want to be with. Okay, so that's where the group number is. Now, if you don't have your group number at the time, you can check in later and put it in. That's okay. If you do, this is where you would do that. You would select yes. You'll put the group number. If you are a group leader, this is also where you would put your group number as well. Okay. For this, I'm just going to do no for this section so I can give you the example. All right. So now you got that set up. So now what you'll see, if you've done that correctly to have two passengers, you'll see a form like this with passenger one and a passenger two. Okay. All right. So if you're only seeing one passenger and you wanted to get two, you'll just want to probably go back to the previous and try to get redo whatever that section is. Okay. All right. So this is pretty much straightforward. After this, uh, you put in some information, male, female. We'll try to get them through. Okay. I see. So middle names you don't necessarily need. And then I'll say male. Say 792. So I'm just fill this out. Okay. Now another thing you want to make sure you do correctly is the email section. Okay. We really communicate with everything for the most part via email. All right. So if you aren't receiving emails after this, it's likely because you put these things, you put your email in incorrectly. So please make sure to take your time. And we have had situations where people have put their email in um, incorrectly twice, right? Maybe because you're copying and pasting. So just be very aware when you put your email in, to just be very, very detailed. All right. So just take your time because you want to make sure you get the right correspondence. Because after this is done, if you did it correctly, you will receive an email indicating that your reservation was received. Okay. And you'll also see it at the end of the email as well, at the end of your reservation. All right. Now I'm just putting in a dummy credit card. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Okay, so card information. And so this is when you would put in another card. All right. And then deposit, all right? Required deposit is 300 per person for most categories, all the way up to aqua. Aqua would be 400 per person. And then suite tiers are 750, but we're not worried about that for the moment because suites are currently sold out. All right. Automatic payments. You can also sign up for automatic payments if you want. I think it's a great way to do it. You will be at least very close to, for the most part, most cabins will be very, very close to being finished by April 1st. That will be our deadline, April 1st. In the month of April is when we start collecting all final payments with and for automatic payments, it'll just be based on your reservation month. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in some of these stuff. Okay. Same thing with this. Was it 4, 12, 31? Okay. And another, make sure you select all these automatic payments. So this is how you would be able to put two cards in. Okay. Now, I do want to say this, please, especially if you are going to be splitting these reservations, if you want to get separate invoices and get separate reservations for you and your cabin mate, take your time and do this correctly, because it costs you money to split the reservations afterwards. Okay, so if you don't split your reservations while you're doing it here, and then you want us to do it afterwards here at Blue World Travel, there is a fee for doing that. Okay. So please take your time. I know you want to kind of get through as fast as possible, but I'm giving you all the information on what you'll need for the booking. So you don't need to speed through this now. Okay. So just take your time, split the reservation, get the detailed information as accurate and just make sure it's possible. And then that'll be it. Okay. And you'll be all set. Right. So you have two cards here. All good. Passenger name, zip code, and you're all good. Okay. Cool. All right. Now here, you'll make your dining request, first or second seating. Let us know if you're a previous passenger. And then now here's the last thing. If there are details, and I saw some of these other questions about, I'm a previous passenger, I want my same room. Some of my friends are going and I want to be next to them, and so on and so forth, or things like that. This is where you can kind of put some of those requests in. So if you know you're going with like, I don't know, John Smith uh, is in a, is going, and he's on deck 7, and I want to be near him. Just put something like that in there. Or let's say you have children, right? I have 2 children and need a room that fits 4. Okay, you make something like that, or which fits 2, right? So it fits 2 more kids. Okay, put those type of notes in there. I want to be close to an elevator. Common request I always see, right? Those are the type of notes you would put in here, okay? So any of those special things, special details that you're thinking of, that's where that would go in, okay? Okay. Um, all right. So cabin, this is Robin. I see just Robin GL because I just happened to look back at chat. This is your answer to that, okay? This is your answer to that, okay? Then always just double check the terms and details, right? Terms and conditions. You will see some of those details about rates, about payments to structure, about credit card payments. Another thing to please, you know what, I didn't mention this, and I want to say this right now. And can we put this very loudly in chat? We do not accept American Express. We do not. Can everyone type in chat if you can hear me? We do not accept American Express. And I know people used to ask about why don't we. If you can hear me, we do not expect. Can everybody please? No American Express. Okay. You will receive. I believe you will receive an error message if you try to use an American Express, and it might mess up your whole reservation. Okay. And now, okay, no American Express. And you can say it's not just us. Remember, there's some other ones are like that. Okay. Same thing with I think now it's the same thing with the Amazon. I heard it's having the same thing as well. Okay, so it's nothing necessarily personal to Amex. It just does not work for our payment system and the way we like to do things. Okay. Okay. All right. Now always remember, all payments are non-refundable. Okay. Really read. I know we want to book as fast as possible, but that's why we're doing this now. You can rewatch this as many times as you need to pause and reread some of these things if you need to, okay? Reinstatements, things like that, okay? Thank you guys for not using American Express, okay? Now, I have nothing against Americans. I have an American Express card, so I have nothing against American Express, okay? I love my Amex, but it's just not going to work here, okay? All right. Transferring funds, things like that, record changes, passenger replacements. Okay. Now, something else to mention, and if you are looking to, you're not sure, you know you're going to have somebody. Say you know you're going to have someone in your reservation. I'm going to go back for this. But say, I know I'm going to have a second guest. I just don't know who it is yet. Okay. You might have missed this here, but it says, if you do not know your cabin mate's name at this time, please enter your last name and TBA for the first name. So if you do not know your passenger, I'll just put mine, enter TBA and your last name. If you do not know, okay, so you'll do a reservation for 2 passengers. You'll put TBA and then last name. Okay, that way we can just find your reservation through your last name, and you can put the person's name in there later. Okay, so that's how you would do that if you don't know who your person is. Okay, that's great. I see a question about what's the benefit of being in a group. I'll let some of the group leaders hop on that. There you go. You have a roaming person that would like to join a group and get some details. Okay. But the group leaders for us, they help us a lot because doing things like the dining is really one of the major things. When you have your dining reservation come in, then the group leaders help us sit people together in certain locations. And they do a great job of just helping keep everybody understanding about what is going on Festival of Sea. Likely some group leaders are going to tell you where you can find all this information once I'm done here, okay? All right. Something to mention. All right. I think so. This will be it. Make sure you agree to terms and conditions. And then you're going to click submit. Okay. Once you hit submit, be submitting. It'll go through. And this is what you will see to let you know that your reservation went through. Thank you for submitting your reservation. A confirmation email will be sent to the email address you provided. Okay. To avoid submitting duplicate payments, please do not hit the back button. Please do not refresh. Go back forward and jump in again and hit submit multiple times. Because if you get multiple reservations, and look, actually, I just got this email right now to my to mine. Let me see if I can share. I got an email that just came through. Dear Ike C, which is what I put down. Thank you for signing up for Festival of Sea 2027. You have selected one Category A1 cabin for 2 passengers, Ike C, and then the TBA Yarbrough. An invoice will be sent to the email address you provided in approximately 2 weeks. If you haven't been making any changes to the reservation, please email us. Do not submit another form. All right. And that's it. That's how you will know. Okay. Okay. I think that's it. So let that sit. Any questions from that? All right. Let me pull this down. Give me a second to bring myself back up on the screen. Oh, man. Hold on. Looks like I'm frozen. Am I frozen over there? Oh, there we go. Cool. We're back. Okay. I was frozen for a second. They want to know about when they're making reservations. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. We're back. All right. Felt like I was frozen for a second. So here we go. All right. So questions about that. Let's see. I know I heard someone was saying about travel insurance. Travel insurance, you can do separately. We don't sell travel insurance ourselves. You can do an independent, or you can go to our website, which is festivalc.com, and there's a tab for travel insurance. Let me see if I can actually let me share this screen, and then I can walk through some of that stuff too.
They also want to know how to add kids.
Right. So adding kids, you can't add them at that unless you're doing kids separately in a separate category. Let me finish this travel insurance first. There we go. And then I want to share a tab. There we go. Share this tab. Perfect. Okay, cool. Nice. This is good. All right. Now, the Festival C page here, if you're looking for insurance and don't want to do independent or you don't have an independent seller, in the More tab, that's where you'll see Travel X Insurance Services. We have a phone number for them if you want to call them, or a group number that's associated here. You can use that when you give them a phone call, or if you click here, it'll take you straight to their page, and it'll get you to that reservation. All right. So yeah, so that's how you can do insurance. We don't sell insurance directly through ourselves, okay? But those are the ways. I saw the question about. Let me see if there was a kid question. If I can pull it up. Here we go. Aaliyah. Hello, Aaliyah. How do you add kids? So if you are, if they're going to be the second passenger, if the kid is the second passenger, you can do so. Just add them as the second passenger. If you want them as your third or fourth, when you get to towards the, it's at the end of your reservation. It's the last page where it says notes. That's where you would indicate and let us know that you're looking for a third and fourth. Um, Now this is gonna be kind of a little bit. This is a this is kind of tough, and we've been trying to figure out the best way to communicate it. But since you're here and I have the time to talk about it more with everybody, I'll go over it. Um, so some of you have been cruising with Festival C or cruising with us on Celebrity for some years now, and you're used to the Celebrity Reflection, and you had your same room. You're like you booked with us for this next year, and you said I want my same room, and your room category changed. The reason that is the Celebrity's making some changes to the ship. This is right now our just our ship plan and everything, and it shows the deck plans for each of them. And some cabins have been changed, and the categories are now different. And so that's what you're seeing indicated on the website now. So if I go right now, I'll go to Festival C price list. Let me see if I can pull this, move this back down again. I want to make this bigger though. Why is this not? Yeah, I'll make this a little bigger. Yeah, sure. Here we go. That'll work. And so Festival C price list. So you see a lot of these different categories now. Mainly, what you're probably seeing that's different is you see C1, C2, C3, and 4. Okay. And then the same thing for the V1s, V1, V2, V3, V4. Okay. Now the thing that this is makes this different are that the C1s and 3s. Let me double check before I say the wrong thing. Actually, I don't want to mislead everybody. So give me half a second. Check into my reservation system. Just to confirm. But essentially, a lot of the categories, they're just getting some changes. And the reason that a lot of these categories can change a little bit easier are because some of the cabin sizes are very similar. Okay, boom, C1. So C1, all right, so C1 and C3, and then also V1 and V3, those cabins hold threes or fours. Okay. So if you're someone that's looking to get your kids on board, you're likely going to want to try to just go for the C1 or the C3 or the V1 or the V3. Okay. Those are the ones that have 3 and 4s. Okay. Okay. So looking at it again, and I know if you're hearing this now, and maybe it's the first time, it's just what we kind of have gauged and figured out. C1, C3, V1, V3, those are the ones that have room for threes and fours. Okay, so if you're looking to add your kids, that will be how you do that. Now, pay attention, because I know I said threes and fours, and your eyes might have got wide. No availability for triple occupants age 18 and up.
Tell them to write that in the chat.
Please write this in the chat. No availability for triple occupants, only for kids. There we go. Nice. Well done. Is this Siobhan White? Okay. No availability for triple occupants age 18 plus. Okay. Only for kids 17 and under. Now, what that does manage, I know that we might have some that require some special assistance that are a little bit that are over 18. We understand there will be a request form for that. So if you have someone that needs some special assistance, maybe they're above 18, they might be an adult. That will be the only exception essentially. But remind you that we are going to have information about them so that we know that we can take care of them properly and that Celebrity has the right information to make sure they're prepared and to take care of everybody properly on board. Okay. So just be aware of that. No availability for triple occupants age 18 plus. Okay. The reason that is similar to what I was saying before. Okay. Similar to what I was saying before. Celebrity's making some changes to the ship. Okay. And with these changes, there's going to be a little bit less space because I believe there might be some more cabins. Okay. We won't know this until March for sure. Okay. So we will not know for sure until March if the changes that they see, and you can see these on Celebrity's website right now, by the way. So this isn't like too much of exclusive information, really. But if you go to Celebrity site, you will be able to see these. Okay, and this is just what they're saying. They anticipate will be ready and available come March after they leave dry dock. From January to March, they're supposed to be in dry dock. They're supposed to be making some changes to the ship that include potentially adding cabins, shifting these categories, and things like that. Okay. In a room for four, what would be the deposit for two children ages? That's a good question. I have to double check on the deposit, but the price for children is on the website. So here, let me scroll down right here. Here we go. Third and fourth children. There we go. $8.99 per person for children. Okay. And then the taxes and fees are coordinated with the categories. Okay. Third and fourth children, 17 and under. All right. That's how that works. Okay. Yes. The difference between the V3 and the V4. So one more time. C1, C3, V1, V3. Those are the ones that hold triples and quads. Okay. But the triples and quads are only going to be available for 17 and under as of right now. The reason being, which I was just kind of getting to, is that they're making changes on the ship that might include adding more cabins. And if anybody has heard a little bit of us talk about some of the most important things about why we do double occupancy, the showroom and the dining room capacity. We want to make sure everybody's comfortable, make sure everybody has space, right, in the rooms. And so more space means less room for triples. Does that make sense? Okay. Sometime last year, I know even last year, I think we had some room for triples at adults, but unfortunately, we can't make that promise right now. And for the same reason, some of these rooms that might be suites, if you look this up, they might be suites. We hope they do make them. We really do. But we can't promise that they're going to be available. So we're not going to put them out yet. That's basically what that is. Okay. So we'll revisit that when that time comes. So as of right now, What we have listed is what is available, and we're not gonna sell something that's not there yet. That just doesn't make sense for us as a company. It doesn't make sense for you as a customer to buy something that isn't there. Yes. So yes, to make it even more clear, V2, V4, C2, C4, they are two-person rooms. They are all two persons. That's some of the changes, okay? You can still now if you are still double occupancy, great questions. If you are still double occupancy, all right, and you only say, for example, that the C2 and C4 and the V2 and V4 have all sold out at the time that you went to look, you can still go ahead and purchase the other ones. It's okay. All right, you can still buy, if you're double occupancy, you can still buy C1, C3, V1, V3. Absolutely, you still can. It's okay. Yeah. Yes, great question. Great question. Okay, let's get on. Yeah, these are good questions, especially about the kids. Yes. So if you do this, the notes section is going to be very, very important. Okay. So the notes section is where you would have to list, right? If you do a cabin for you as the parent and then a cabin for your kids, you need to make sure you let us know these are minors or they're under 18 and who is the parent in the notes, right? I am the parent, put your name, and they need to be close to me, something like that to that effect, so that we can make sure we accommodate that when we are starting to put people back into their cabins, okay? Because we have to have kids that are under the age of, I think it's actually under the age of 21, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, kids and then people under the age of 21, I believe, have to be near an adult or a relative that they know. That's how that works. So if you are going to have your kids in a separate cabin, you can do that. We just need to know so we can keep them close to you. All right. So one more time, because I see questions in chat. No triples for anyone 18 and over. Okay. No triples for anyone 18 and over. Okay. So if we consider it, it'll come from a wait list situation. We have not done the wait list for it yet. It's not there. But if we consider it, that's how it would probably happen. As of right now, just think of it as no triples and get a cabin with another friend or something like that. Mhm. Yeah. So let me take some of these questions away. Give me a second. Let's hide that. All right. I think that covers kind of just the basics I want to make sure to mention. Yeah, we'll leave it there, and now we'll just kind of leave the floor open for reservations and or any other questions. All right. So now you said, what was the other one you said? Pre-cruise. Pre-cruise is not available right now, but it'll be similar. Okay, similar idea. I'm not going to mention the hotel because we haven't made a contract yet, but the same idea. 2 days or one day before, something will come out more likely September, when that reservation will be able to be made. Okay. All right. So let's see any other questions that might be coming through. I know I have some questions off to the side that I wrote, so I can pull those up, and we're good. All right. How do I know my reservation's gone through? So remember that. Remember, you'll know your reservation's gone through when you see that confirmation at the end, and then you will also get an email. Okay. If your reservation didn't go through and you didn't get an email, the reason is you likely incorrectly entered your email. So don't copy and paste your email. Just type it in just to be sure that you get it right. Okay. That's the best. That would be the better way. Okay. Let me see some of these questions. Here, because I mentioned it. Someone said, "What's the pre-cruise?" We do a pre-cruise hotel package. If you get your reservation, this is more important. Okay, but we do a pre-cruise hotel where guests can come down like a day or 2 days early, get settled, and then we do like the transportation from the hotel to the cruise ship, and your bags go with that and everything. But worry about the reservation first. We will send you information when the pre-cruise hotel is available. Okay. All right. Can I make reservations? Absolutely, you can, but only do this is like you're doing your family. We really actually I kind of want to say no for the most part. Actually, we'd really prefer you to have the person that's doing the reservation do the reservation. The main reason why is you're signing terms and conditions. So if you're signing terms and conditions for somebody else, they didn't sign it, right? And that's something that's really important. Okay, so we're processing their cards and their everything. So that's something to be aware of. All right. Oh yeah, benefits. Good questions. Let's see. Aqua class benefits. Let me go to over here. You would go to the Festival C page. Cabin details. What's included. Upgrade your Festival C experience. You can see some stuff here for the Aqua. Okay. The Aqua is really cool. People really love the Aqua. So some of the main things that come with Aqua are that sparkling glass of wine upon request. You also get a little bit of elevated butler service and the exclusive Blue restaurant access. So there's a restaurant called Blue. There's a lot more Aquas this year. Oh, there's supposed to be a lot more Aquas, and so that Blue restaurant is going to get a little bit bigger. If they finished what they're saying they're going to do. Exclusive Blue restaurant access, so it's just for Aqua guests. That's Aqua 1, 2, and then the Aqua Suites. And then the Aqua passes for early entry into the Festival of Sea shows and the concerts. So the suite guests, retreat guests get early access into the showroom about 20 or 30 minutes or so before the show starts, and they get to get a certain seating area. Let me move this because I saw that's an aqua question. So the suite guests get that, and then the other thing is that the aqua guests also get some of that as well. They get to get in, and then they have a section for themselves that they can also sit in, or they can sit just kind of where they would like to in the theater. All right, so those are some of these sections. You can read some more of the benefits by just visiting our website. A lot of those details. A lot of the aqua things are spa related, so you get like this. This is something I did not realize, but I've been informed that they have like a thermal spa that is available for aqua guests to go in whenever they'd like to. You get some priority spa reservations and some spa treatment package discounts. So it's really cool. So check it out if you can get the aqua. Absolutely. Yes. And then everyone, if you buy a ticket, you buy a cabin, you have access to the shows, period. Okay. You're available to go to all of the events, all of the Festival C events and everything are included. Okay. Access to all Festival C events and activities. Okay. So that comes with your reservation. Absolutely. Um, Once the pre-cruise activities are available, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. Let me see here. No. So when you're making your reservation, and if you're watching this video over again, obviously you kind of skip through this, but when you're making your reservation tomorrow, we do the cabin placement. Okay. So that's something in the notes you can put. But again, we accommodate as best as we can. And I can give you a little bit more of a longer answer on this. Um, the cabin placement, if you have a deck you really like, or you have an area of the ship that you think you want, put that in the notes. We'll do our best to accommodate. We say that because we can't always promise it. That's one. But the other thing is, and this is kind of what makes us, I think, really great as a company and as a cruise program, is that we see those requests. We understand that you're here with your friends, you're with your family, you're with someone that you really want to be near and be close to, whether it be dining or whether it be just your cabin in general. And so to do that, we have to monitor the placement a lot more. And so that's why we do the placement. That's why we read those notes to try to accommodate that. Because if we didn't, then everybody's all over the place, right? Obviously, you saw someone mention about the children, right? If they're having kids and they put them in a cabin by themselves, they need to be close to that person. So we have to respect all of those preferences, and we do our best. I think we do a really great job of doing that pretty much year in, year out. Okay. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. If you have another question about that, please feel free to ask more. More
Can
de-
you answer the question about if they need to book a handicap line?
Oh yeah. Um, Put it in the notes and the reservations, and then
Say it just in case you don't.
yeah. Okay. Give me a second to. Okay. So with this, with the insurance details, I'm just gonna tell you the best way. We do not sell insurance. It's something you can do after the booking. You can visit our website, and we don't sell the insurance, but we have a partner that we send our our cruise information to. It's TravelX. It's in the More tab, insurance. You go here. There's a number you can call to get details on their pricing. There's a group number associated with us, and you can do it that way. And then you can also click and go straight to their website and get the details on how that price breaks down and everything. Okay. You were saying about handicap. So handicap, you can request it. Okay. We have limited availability. Please, 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 because we're asking, and I believe it's now a form that we'll send you if you request a handicap cabin to let us know what you need. Yes, you put that in. Here we go. I see that here. No, this is it. Okay. What mobility concern? Where should they notate? Right. If they're handicapped, right, or they require handicap assistance, they need a handicap cabin. Note put that in the notes in your reservation when it gets towards the end. Okay. So as you get towards the end of the reservation on the last page, you'll be able to make that request. Okay. Um, if you once at the end of the reservation, there's a section for all of this. Okay, same as this as well. For late and early dining, there's a section where you have to select it. It won't even let you go further in the reservation if you don't. The different color codes. If you are if you're looking at this, if you're looking at this, you can look at the celebrity website, and all these are categories, and the categories are different cabins. Okay. Do, do, do. Will it be single friendly this year? I'm just reading questions. Will it be single friendly this year? Honestly, I think it's pretty single friendly every year. Honestly, just to be fair. Singles, are the singles in the chat? Singles in the chat, say hello. They're definitely around, absolutely. So check that out. Just checking to see if we have any more questions. Do you have to have a passport? No, but I recommend getting one.
Oh, they got 11 months.
Please go get a passport. It's just a lot easier to travel out the country. I would suggest it. Makes everything easier. She said good. All right. I mean, the singles had a good time last year. Yeah, singles in the chat. Singles, I felt like the singles had a good. Yeah. Hey, there we go. There go your singles. They're fine. They enjoying themselves. Yeah, we will put a waiting list up. Let us get through the reservations first, and we'll get to the waiting list. Okay. If you do not want to share a bed, yeah. So here I saw this because this is out, asked a few times. Yeah, and Marty's asking answering chat, but um, the I believe we start off with the bed split up regardless. I think we just tell them to do so, and then the cabin attendants they can put the rooms together. They can put the beds together if they need to. So you just got to tell them, and they'll do it that same. They'll do it sometimes within the next hour, before you leave for dinner, after you leave for dinner. They'll make it work for you. If you really need it to be done immediately, they'll do it for you immediately. Okay. Sure. Let me see this one more time. To confirm, when booking a room for four, two adults, two kids, we'll just put in the adults and pay the deposits for the adults. Kids will be noted in additional comments with no initial deposit, just the amount for each kid added to the total. Yeah, so what we'll do, we'll see that annotation, and then we'll contact you. All right, and we'll say we're able to get you into a room with four. We'll contact you. We'll add to that deposit rate. I don't have that on top. I unfortunately I don't have that right now. What that additional is, it's not like I don't believe it's the 300. I guess I now just made it not 300 by saying that, but whatever. Yeah, and then so we'll contact you about that, and then we'll add it to the invoice. Yeah, so we'll add it to the invoice. So look for that. The rooms that I said, right? C1, C3, V1, V3. Those are the ones that have multiple. So if you're a double occupancy person, maybe take your time trying not to grab C1, C3. I mean, that's really the difference. That's really what the difference is with the rooms. And then there's a couple placement things. Again, and these are situations, these are changes that are made by celebrity. We are not the ones that made these changes. We did not make these changes. We're just following what the ship is. Remember, I think if I was looking at last year, I think celebrity that the cruise we just got off of, right? This is the first cruise for us. This is the only cruise we did this year. Pardon me, the only cruise we did this year. But that's like there's 700 sailing throughout the year, right? So they do these things all. They do these cruises week in, week out, week in, week out, day after day. So they're making adjustments based on what works for them. So we're as the renters, as the charter cruise program on it, we're the ones that are making the adjustments. Okay, so we're adjusting to them. My screen all messed up and everything. Okay, there we go. There we go. Nice. Oh, that's messed up. Okay. Anyways, if a balcony is not available, can I get a refund? If the balcony is not there, don't book. Don't book. Because all payments are non-refundable. So just to answer this question, Melanie, if you're trying to make a reservation, and maybe I think what you might be asking also with this is which ones are balconies. So if it's not an inside or an ocean view, right? So I2, I1, O2, O1, those do not have balconies. Those are the only ones that do not have balconies. Everything else is a balcony. Everything else. Okay? All right. So I1, Kim, I see you asking questions. I'm gonna answer. I'll answer. I2, I1, O2, O1. Okay, only ones without balconies. This is an interior. These are interiors, I2s and I1s. And then O2, O1s, those are the ones with the windows. Ocean view, those are windows. Okay. All right. Kim, I see your question. I'll take it. All right. Will there be another FAS beach party? Now we're just asking fun things. I love it. So, we don't. We'll find out. We haven't gotten there yet. We have not gotten there yet. But just to give you awareness of how this works for us, um, if the availability is there from the cruise side, we're happy to make it work. Right. I hope you guys have fun with the beach party. I had a blast. I had a great time DJing with y'all too. So yeah, absolutely. We would love to do another one. It's always just about the itinerary, how easy it is to get to a beach or a resort or something that can get us there. As you know, we used to do Haiti a lot whenever we did a beach party because we would just roll right off the pier and go straight over there to the beach. It made it a lot easier, a lot more exclusive. So it was fun that way. Okay. But yeah, we'll always want to try to have one. We always want to have one. We're always going to try to make sure to do something fun for you. All right. Here you go. So anybody shy about getting the ocean views? Everybody loves the ocean views. Actually, I think I just remembered the ocean views are sold out, aren't they? Sorry, ocean views are sold out. We'll get to the wait list. Y'all were booking FAS 34. Y'all booked back immediately. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. Y'all booked back. Y'all said we're going again, and y'all were not lying. Y'all said I am going again. So we love it. We love it, and we understand the gripe, the difficulties for those that don't get to feel like they get boxed out or they don't get to book. It's all good, okay. Here I'll throw a layup out there for some LA group leaders. There you go. Free one, free one. Okay. All right, I'll do it one more time, Sharon. I got you. This is my last time saying this. Actually, okay, actually, how about you guys help us out? Can y'all help Sharon with this? Can y'all help Sharon? Repeat which rooms do not have a balcony. If y'all on YouTube, can we help? Which rooms do not have balconies? See who's paying attention. Which rooms do not have balconies? Let's see. Let's see who's paying attention in the chat, and I'll answer.
And tell them I keep posting it, the link for them to go and see.
Yeah, keep check. Marty's posting. Are you on YouTube too?
I'm on all.
She on all of them. Marty's on all of them. Y'all gotta be looking. Look, she's right there. There we go. Okay, okay, Carla. Carla got the answer clean. There we go. Okay, those are the only ones. There we go. Y'all are paying attention. The only ones without balconies, okay? I1s, I2s. I1s, I2s. Very good. Very
Let
good.
them know there will be a post that goes through all of this.
And we're gonna Marty's also working on a post. Marty is amazing, y'all. Marty's so great. Make sure if y'all get a chance to meet her and say hi. She might not be able to talk for a long time, but she'll say hello. Okay. Let me see if there are any other questions that did not come up. I think we did a good amount. Oh, I wrote this down because I know I get it a lot. Do I add my drink and Wi-Fi packaging while I'm booking? That's not no. Okay, that stuff, drinks, Wi-Fi, shore excursions, food, much later, much later. And actually, oh wait, I have a page for this. If you want to check that stuff out or what it looks like and when the timing is for that, you can look at the newsletters tab. Okay, the newsletters tab. If you're like up all night, you're like, I can't wait to book, I just can't sleep, I want to get some more Festival C information. All right. Um, this is how you can check out the newsletter page. Is where you can see information on how we do our reservations or how we send out information when we're talking about drink packages or Wi-Fi or shore excursions. Um, yeah, absolutely. That's where you can do so. Let me hide this. Let me go back to this. Yeah, I see this question. What is the difference between I1 and I2? It's like the deck location. It's just the location. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there are the interiors. The I1s are higher floors, it looks like. And then the I2s are a little bit lower, 3, 7, and 8. So that'll be the difference there. Uh, yeah, V4. Because this is a good question. It's a good question. It really is because it helps us out too. V4, V4 and V2. V4 and V2 are for two persons. V4, V2, V4, V2, C4, C2. The even numbers, if that helps, try to lock it in. V4, V2, C4, C2. The Aquas, I think the Aqua 2s, don't quote me on that one. But the V4, V2s, C4, C2s. If you're just trying to get a room that just has two people. And it helps us out too, because then we can kind of make some more room for some of the kids. We all want to make sure y'all bring the kids on board. It's so much fun. We are family friendly, and the kids have something to do. So don't worry about it. That like it's not like you have a bunch of kids necessarily running around. And I get it. You know, we're adults, we're parents, and we want to kind of get some time away to ourselves. There's a kids program. There's a teens program. They get to hang out with themselves. Anybody that brought their kids, if you're in the chat, you can say some words about it. But there's a program for the kids to be at and taken care of. So absolutely. V3, V1, C3, C1.
Is it sachets that are cooked products or Pepsi products?
Uh, I don't want to get to that now.
No, people are asking.
I know. Can y'all stop the drink? Get the reservation first. The drink package stuff, the Wi-Fi is not part of your booking right now. If you have questions about it, go to the website because go to the newsletters. We take a lot of time to write all this stuff and put it together. So it's still pretty good and fresh. And just go check these things out. And that way you can get some more details.
And
Um,
ask the group leaders if they're
yeah,
on there
and
dropping
group
their
leaders,
numbers. People
it's
are asking
there
for
you
it. They
go.
are.
All the people asking the questions that are very, very easy. There you go. Adding to your groups.
Yep.
Okay. There you go. There we go. Look at that. Tita Mills, my kiddos. Hey Tita. See? We got the kids are fine too. Bring the kids. Bring the kids. Bring the kids. Ocean View is sold out. I'm so I'm look. I, I if I had more room to give, I would. If I had more room to give y'all, I absolutely would. But yes, the Ocean View is currently listed as sold out. Group leaders, I see y'all putting y'all numbers in there. I'm not gonna put y'all on the big screen. I don't want no favoritism. I don't want y'all calling me talking about you didn't put my number up there. Okay. Should both roommates try to book the room? No, no, no. Don't do that. And rewatch this whole live. You gotta watch the whole thing. Now, Dorothy Phillips, you gotta watch the whole live all over again. Okay? No, no, no. Otherwise, y'all gonna end up with two cabins, and we're gonna charge you for making us do extra work. So no. If you have a roommate, just have one of y'all do it. Have one of y'all do it, and I assume y'all trust each other. So somebody take the card and put the card on it, or you get the card, all that kind of stuff. Yes, Mary. Yes, Mary. Added expensive. Go to this page right here. Mary, go check out this page. Go to newsletters and click like one of these. I think probably this one would be the easiest one. Click the last newsletter we did, and you can see all those. Like the details are in there. So just check that out. Check that out. Yes, and there's a page for the group numbers. Okay, there's a page for that. It'll show you that it's like the first thing that's mentioned. I think it's like one of the first things that comes up. Okay, did I get all the questions? Okay, I see this. This is kind of similar to what we were just talking about, I think. How do you connect your reservations if you're traveling together? So this is kind of the roommate thing, I think. Just one of you do the reservation and then set it for two people. Okay? One of you do the reservations and set it for two people. Okay? Please. I want to click. What is this? I haven't even read it yet, but I'm gonna read it. Please don't kill me. I just want to know if I purchase my ticket or book my reservation, then can I go do an insurance? Do I need to get I think you have to have a reservation before you can even do the insurance, if I'm not mistaken.
And
Um,
let them know the insurance is not through us.
yeah, it's not through us, but you have to. I'm pretty sure you have to do the reservation first, and then you have I think like 14 days or 21 days or something from when you make your reservation. Don't quote me because we're not selling it, but I heard insurance. So most insurance companies are 21 days to get the all-inclusive insurance thing. Okay. Um, so yeah. Now something just cool because I thought about this too. If you're someone that's like really like kind of trying to count your money real quick and be like, okay, well if I'm not sure if I want to go, but I want to make the reservation and I gotta get insurance. So basically, what your break even point would be is the deposit, and because you don't get the deposit back, it's not refundable, and you're not getting your insurance back. Deposit and your insurance, and you want to make sure you pay at least to that point to try to get your money back on the insurance. Does that make sense? Some finance major can talk to you about it in there, but I'm just saying that's basically what your break even point is, right? You want to try to make sure you can make your deposits up to a certain point. If you can't go for whatever reason, get that cancel for any reason insurance, and there you go. That's your break even point. You can get your money back, and we don't lose any money, so everybody wins. Everybody's happy. What other I saw? I think we're getting close. I think. What was your question, Erica? What was your question? I didn't see it. I'm sorry, Erica. I'm sorry, Erica. Someone tell me what Erica's question is? I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give Erica a moment to throw it back in chat. Yeah, we're gonna find out. Y'all be nice and y'all be chill. Chill, be chill with Erica. Don't do too much. We just want to make sure we get everybody's questions. Okay. I'll take your time. Take your time. It might be a delay and a lag, so I might not see it. But yeah, take your time. Can you pay 50% upfront? Hey, Erica. Yes. Absolutely, Erica. You can't pay. So at the time of the reservation, no. At the time of the reservation, no. When you're doing your reservation on the website, you cannot. But you can, once the payment goes through and then we place you, then you'll call us and let us know that you want to pay more. You can absolutely do that. Yeah. So you just have to contact. Just let us get through this first 2 days. The first 2 days. Okay. Give us the time, and then we'll do our best to take care of that. Okay. So yeah, we can absolutely get your payment. So your just payments are out the way. You don't have to worry about it too much. Okay. And then on top of that, because I was kind of saying, give us this time. Please don't call us tomorrow. I should have said this at the beginning. Can we clip this? Clip. Please don't call us tomorrow. It's we really can't do much help. We're not really much help for you because we're doing it all online. All the reservations are online. Just give us. We're not going to be able to make your payment for it. Okay. Okay. You got to make your payments online. You got to make your reservations online. We cannot help you over the phone. Yeah, just do it that way. Get your reservation in. Tell some friends to watch this live. I know it's long. You can do the 2x. So absolutely, this video is gonna be up. It's gonna best definitely be back up on YouTube. I know that for sure. It should get on Instagram too, but it will definitely be on YouTube. See, Eric, I see all your questions now, Eric. I got you. Okay, be up on YouTube for sure. It should be back up on. It should be on Facebook after we're done, and then yeah, let's check out some other questions.
Yeah, 6 minutes. Well, no, 6 minutes.
Call us later. Don't for the group. If you don't have your group leader number yet, it's fine. We'll get you later. We'll get it later. Okay. We'll get it later. 6 minutes. We're gonna 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay. 5 more minutes. Okay. We'll get the group leader later. Okay. Okay. Yes, you can change your cabin for. Just look out for it. Hotel probably coming in September. Like just wait till we don't have it in contract yet. Otherwise, I'd tell you. I have nothing. We have nothing to share right now. But when it's available, we'll let you know. With some other things, I'm gonna make sure. I saw someone asking like, what's the difference? A lot of the differences have to do with price. A lot of the differences have to do with location. Yeah, really like location, and then maybe it's not size or anything. So it's really just location on the ship for the most part. Especially if you're like concierge one, concierge two, what's the difference? That's really what it is. It's like location. If you're really interested and really want to know, the best thing I would say is look celebrity reflection, Google celebrity reflection, debt plan, all that. Like that's the best way because I can't go through this all with you. That's a whole other thing. All right. So yeah, I think we're about good. Last question, speed round. Last question, speed round. Whatever you got. Okay.
Waitlist for suites.
Waitlist for suites will come. We'll let everybody know. Everybody that gets a reservation, we'll let know. For sure. Okay. We'll let you know.
And tell them, please look in the chat for the reservation name changes, prices, and what dates you have until you can change them.
I'll do you one better. I'll put it right here. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay. This is why it's very important to take your time with the reservation. It'll cost you. We have to change things. Okay. Try to be sure. That's why making a reservation for somebody else is an issue. Okay. So try to be very conscious about that. Okay. All right. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate you. Shout out to the Beans. If y'all around the San Antonio area, they're definitely good group leaders to check out. Tita Mills. Tita Mills, where you at, Tita? I know you was here. All the other group leaders. If you're a group leader, put your number. Yeah, put your number and then put your location. Group leaders. Put your group number, put your location in the chat. Group leaders, put your group number and the location in the chat. You got 1 more minute. Got 1 more minute. All right. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. We can't wait to take this picture again with y'all for the 35th. Man, Zap Band. Crowd going crazy. Gospel service. Praise Him. Family everywhere. Lots of love. Lots of family photos. We bringing the girls trip out here. We bringing the babies. The kinfolk in the African attire. The girls taking photos in the all white night. Come on, Damon. Come on. Kids from 1 to 92. We love the love. John Sachs, Gospel Brunch, playing dominoes. The Floetic, Floesis, Floetry was on board. The Songstress. Come on now. We doing a book drive. We'll let you know where it is. We love the kids. Shout out to Jamaica. We were there last year. Hey, Joe, who saw that Versus? Legend, Teddy Riley. We always bring in great entertainment, and the entertainment will come later. The entertainment comes later. We're playing ball. Shout out to this guy, Brandon Bellotti. New York, Nixon 5. We saw y'all. Y'all had a great year. It's always a great time to party with y'all on Festival at Sea. You have any more questions or details that you're just curious about how we do things throughout the year, I suggest you check this website. Go look at the newsletters. Go watch our YouTube channels. Look at some videos. Get yourself hyped up. We're going on sale tomorrow, everybody. It's open. The reservations will be open tomorrow. All right. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to join us for this reservation discussion. Reservation. I know it's time for me to get out the office. I'll be here tomorrow. You do not need to call us. You can do it online. You have it. You have it. You guys got this. Okay. All right. You got some group leaders in the chat if you need them. Thank you. Shout out to New York, everybody. Shout out to the Bay Area. Shout out to Boston. Shout out to Connecticut. Shout out to Northern California. Shout out to everybody. Thank you so much for taking the time. Share this with a friend. Look for it on YouTube. Look for it on Facebook. And absolutely. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you. All the best and best of luck. Booking tomorrow. I hope to see you on board next year as well. And we hope to see your reservation come through. All right. I'm gonna wind it up. Peace.